everyone, it's Froggy and I'm back again with another episode of Hakuoki Kyoto Winds, and we're just gonna go ahead and start.
手を貸すとはどういうことかね。
行動さんが見つかるまで互いに協力し合うということです。彼女に協力してもらうことで行動さんが見つかる可能性は格段に上昇するでしょう。
I'm pretty sure they mean harm to our father. Huh?
私たちがいくら探しても姿形を変えられてしまっては見抜くことは難しい。ですが行動さんの娘である君ならば身なりが変わっていようとカンパできますね。
Yes, of course. I nodded as I spoke while giving him what I hoped seemed like a steady, reassuring smile.
それに彼女が手中にあるというのは何かと都合がいいと思います。
どうだトシ、三男君の意見に俺は賛成だが。
こいつが本当に何も知らねえって言うんなら。
It's true. All I know is that my father headed to Kyoto, but I don't know anything else. And about last night, I didn't see anything.
まあ、あの乱暴医の娘となりゃ殺しちまうわけにもいかねえか。
His eyes narrowed as he looked down at me.
昨べの件は忘れるって言うんなら、父親が見つかるまでお前を保護してやる。
君の父上を見つけるためならば、我ら新選組は協力は惜しまんとも。
Thank you so much. I'd never imagined something like this. I was elated to have escaped death, but not only had I survived, but I'd found my first decent lead.
殺されずに済んでよかったね。とりあえずはだけど。
He gave me that same wolfish grin. There was no denying that my situation was still less than desirable, but it didn't matter for now. Yes, I'm very glad. Against all odds, at last I'd found help where I'd never have expected it, the Shinsengumi. My first day in Kyoto was quite the adventure. In spite of everything I'd seen, my fortune was improving with every step. I still had a long way to go, but keeping positive was my only hope.
雪村君、よかったね。これからはよろしく頼むよ。
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure for me as well.
なあゲンさん、女子となればここのような男女体では申し訳ない気がするんだが。
ええ、そうですね。これはちょっと困りましたな。
Kondu crossed his arms and thought deeply.
不便があれば言うといい。その都度可能な範囲で対処しよう。
Thank you.
まあ女の子となりゃ手厚くもてなさんといかんよな。
新発さん女の子に弱いもんな。でもだからって手のひら返すの早すぎ。
いいじゃねえか。これで豚書が華やかになると思えば新八に限らずはしゃぎたくもなるだろう。
There you go. Headquarters. The headquarters of the Shinsengumi. It was located in the Mibu era, and it is where the members lived and took their meals. I wasn't entirely sure I believed that sentiment.
とはいえここでは女性として扱うのは難しそうです。大使として扱うのもまた問題ですし、彼女の処遇は少し考えなければなりませんね。
なら誰かの交渉にすりゃいいだろう。近藤さんとか三男さんとか。
Page, an assistant to a samurai or noble, traditionally a young man.
やだな土方さん。そういう時は言い出しっぺが責任取らなくちゃ。
ああ、そうだな。トシのそばなら安心だ。
そういうことで土方君、彼女のことよろしくお願いしますね。
てめえら勝手に決めてるんじゃねえ。
As I watched their back and forth, some of my earlier relief began to ebb away. And this is how the Shinsengumi had come to look after me. 1864, February. Mid-February 1864. I slid the door open and met a breath of cool morning air. Clumps of thick clouds trundled silently over the city, an unusually strong wind driving them along. It's cold today. I shivered a bit and grabbed a jacket from near the door to wrap around myself. A week had passed since I'd begun living in the headquarters of the Shinsengumi. I was given a room of my own, but they made it clear that I wasn't to roam freely. They weren't the best accommodations, but given how close I was to being murdered by them, instead I thought it best not to complain. Still, do I really need to dress like this all the time? I sighed, staring at my feet in the cold floor. They'd given me temporary accommodations, but it wasn't without its strict conditions.
お前の身柄は新選組預かりとする。が、女として屯所へ置くわけにはいかねえ。新選組にかくまわれている女がいる。そんな話が万一にも広まれば、よくねえ勘繰りをする奴も出てくる。それに、噂を聞いて行動さんを狙っている奴らが、お前まで狙い出すかもしれねえ。もちろん、行動さんが狙われていると確定したわけじゃねえがな。こういう不確定要素が多い現状で、迂闊な行動は取れねえってことだ。だから、お前には断層を続けてもらう。面倒だろうが、それでいいな。
Clear. His reasoning was sound. Perhaps more than that, I knew he was concerned not only for the Shinsengumi, but also for the safety of my father and myself. I didn't have a choice, regardless, but keeping this in mind made his orders more palatable.
それに、たとえ君にその気がなくとも、女性の存在は体内の風紀を乱しかねない。ですから私たち幹部のほか、大使たちへも君の事情は話しません。情報はそれこそどこから広まるかわかりませんからね。
I understand the situation. So, what should I do while I'm here?
屯所じゃ何もしなくていい。部屋を一つやるから引きこもってろ。
あれ？おかしいな。この子、誰かさんの故障になるんじゃなかったですか？
いいか、掃除。てめえは余計な口出しせずに黙ってろ。
Before long, I'd been there a week. I guess I don't have much of a choice. No sense in dwelling on what I can't do, after all. Although it was still a new situation, I'd grown comfortable in dressing like a boy, particularly the feeling of wearing pants. I straightened up and touched the kodachi that Hijikata had given back to me. This was a familiar friend of mine, the blade by my hip stretching back as far as I can recall. According to my father, this was an important heirloom passed down through the Yukimura clan. As such, I was forced to take lessons in swordplay, making me well aware of what the blade was capable of. I had never cared much for weapons. Weapons hurt people, which is an obvious factor, but it was more than that, at least for me. As far back as I could remember, any wounds I'd suffered healed at an incredible rate. Small cuts would disappear overnight. As a child, I thought nothing of it, but as I grew older, I began to realize that I was not quite normal. My father insisted it was a gift of the gods, but that I should tell no one of it. I didn't tell anyone, of course. I was afraid they would treat me like a monster if they knew. Ever since then, I'd done my best not to get hurt. I stayed as far away from blades as I could, and before I realized it, I developed a fear of them. My constant need for disguise was frightening, but my condition left me more unsettled. Still, that wasn't the only thing on my mind. The rank-and-file soldiers treated me coldly. I'm not just imagining it, right? I learned having a private room was a privilege, even for captains, for a child to arrive and receive better treatment than their own captains. No surprise, really, for the soldiers to hate me. True, I suppose I can't really blame them. I was enjoying the Shinsengumi's hospitality, and so I felt that I should help them in some way, but I knew nothing of the soldiers and their ways. I gave as much effort as possible despite Hijikata's commands for me to remain in my room. How does one calm the lonely and restless mind? I think for the soldiers whenever the captains or other officers would look out for me. It appeared as if they were giving me special treatment. They're just watching me. To make sure that I keep my mouth shut, they took turns keeping watch over me. Any mistake on my part would cause huge trouble, so they were making an effort to keep me contained. Even if I could speak with the soldiers, what conversations could we share? Nothing? My only respite from any possibility of detection would be to stay alone, again. All I wanted from this, though, was to find my father. Even though they had promised to help me, keeping me locked here without the ability to leave was no better than being tied up. Just when it felt like I'd made some progress into my journey, my search was kept to a halt. Perhaps, I thought, I could talk to Hijikata. If he would give me permission to look for my father. Oh no, that's right. Hijikata just recently departed to Osaka. Well, if Hijikata's not here, I wasn't sure what to do. Stay put, talk to someone, search the compound. Well, I'm gonna make this decision in the next episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.